the day for the Mattoon Hitmen, as they will be facing the top pick athletics team. I believe they're from Northern Illinois. Now 3-1 pitch. That ball's eye high for ball 4. So Hitmen leadoff batter Madden Johnson draws a walk to start the bottom of the first inning. That'll bring in number 2, Luke Bonstetter. Now Kel Kimbrough at the plate. 1 out. First pitch hits him. That pitch actually hit his back. I've seen it go right across the back side of his jersey. And the next pitch swung, and that ball is going to be dropped right into right field for the right fielder. Madden Johnson's going to be sent. The right fielder makes a throw that's going to go over everybody's head. And Madden Johnson will score. Kel Kimbrough to move up to third base, and Xander Piper will end up at second base on a single to right field. And this ball game is tied 1 run apiece. Perfect piece of hitting, took the outside pitch and just lined it right over the second baseman, right in front of the right fielder. Another 3-1 pitch to Blaine is swung on and grounded over the pitcher's head. A run will score as the second baseman makes the play, throws over to first for the second out. But that's a RBI for Blaine as Kel Kimbrough crosses the plate on that slow bouncer to second. Xander Piper moves up to third. A 1 pitch to Benny. He reaches out and flares one into right field. That's going to get down. And Xander Piper will cross the plate, and Ben, I think Troy was trying to send him. The first baseman managed to get to it fairly quickly, so Ben put on the brake and went back to first. But that's an RBI single for Ben Capitosti. And Hitmen pushed 3 runs across the board here in the bottom of the first inning. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and hit this. That's gonna drop. Kel Kimbrough will field it on a hop, throw it in, but the runner from second will be held up at third. High pitch, a little infield single, and then a hard single to center. That's how the top pick team has scored their run. Now the 0-2 pitch is swung on a fly into right field or left field. Blaine Howell's moving back, and he had it in his glove, and it drops, and 2 runs cross the plate. So the top pick Athletics take a 4-3 lead. Ooh, that breeze is cool. That looks like we might actually get a little bit of rain. When I looked this morning, no rain was forecasted, but some clouds look a little bit like they're carrying some water. As Ben hits a 2-hopper to the shortstop, he goes down to his knees and throws the first. And from the Mattoon Hitmen sideline, they could see that the first baseman had pulled off of the base. So Dave Johnson comes out to ask the base umpire to get a second opinion from the home plate ump, and he confirms what all the Hitmen fans already knew, was that the first baseman had pulled his foot off the bag. So that ball's straight. Heads up! That ball's going. Oh! The wind blew it right back into my lap, and I missed it. I didn't expect it to come back. I know, right? I know. It was. I feel horrible. Now the 0-2 pitch again. Swung on a grounder. The third base is fair. Corbin's hustling down the line, and he is safe! He beats it out on a grounder right down the line, and that will tie the ball game on a RBI infield single by Corbin Parker as Ethan Forster crosses the plate. That ball wasn't hit hard, so slow roller, it stayed just inside the line. Third baseman made a nice play and a strong throw, but it was just not hit hard enough, and Corbin was hustling down the line to beat out the throw. So Luke's retired on a 2-hopper to the short. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and Kel Kimbrough will come to the plate. The first pitch to Kale is, One floated in high, and Kale smacked it right into left field. As the throw from left field gets away, the first baseman backing up the throw makes a high throw over to second, so Kale Kimbrough has a single and reaches second.
Not me.
He just kind of floated in there, and he smacked it right between the shortstop and third baseman. As Kale will steal third base, as he had a huge lead off second, and the pitcher spun to throw to second, and Kale took off as soon as the pitcher spun. And second baseman, who was covering the throw, made a wild throw to third, but it wouldn't have mattered. Kale was actually already at the base by the time the ball came by. And there's a hard ground ball to third, and that will drive in Kale. So Xander Piper grounds out to third base. The third baseman took a look at Kale, but was totally committed to going to first. So Ian gets ready. Pitcher is flipping it up there. There's a one deep into the hole. The shortstop makes a good play, and throw is not in time as it gets away. And Ian thought about going to second, but will now change his mind and scoot back to first base. So Ian was there. The third out is made, so maybe come down to seconds here as that pitch is taken inside for ball three. Oh, I think the time's up. Looks like time's up, at least from the body language of the umpire. Oh, that ball is drilled into right center field, over the center fielder's head and down. And Madden may round the bases here. He is sprinting for second, going headed for third. The throw is past the second baseman, and now Madden. Oh, they was going to send him, but the shortstop actually made it. That's the ball game. Ball game. Time limit's up. So the Mattoon Hitmen. That's ball game. So the Mattoon Hitmen will move on and face the winner of the game that is currently being played on field number 4 behind us. Currently looks like the Champaign Post team is leading by a score of 4-1, and they are in the bottom of the 6th inning. So I'm going to pack my stuff up and move it over to the next door, and we will see who wins that game, and the Mattoon Hitmen will move on to the semifinals with a 6-4 victory here today against the top pick athletic team. So I will shut everything down and get it going whenever we start the next game, so I will see you at the next game.